Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone. Hello. This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard to Starship Enterprise for another episode of Sims 2 RPG Homeworld Style playthrough. Something like that. I'm pretty sure I said my series title like different every single episode. And also, if I sound a little bit different, I'm still recovering from that sinus infection I had like a few days ago. I'm all good to go. It's just in my throat and chest area, so it just makes my voice sound really weird. So, apologize about that. Anyways, in the last episode, we continued our siege of the exotic market. We didn't really make a whole lot of progress, but we have gotten the fighter advantage under control thanks to our interceptors and our defenders, and I kind of figured out the pattern of the enemy. They'll bring in these Harka heavy cruisers and sometimes bring in their carriers to escort it. So if we focus on the carriers and then kill the heavy cruisers, we can help keep the fighters under control. And all of our ships in this fleet are very, very injured. I think right now the only one that actually doesn't have hull damage currently is Celestia. Everyone else has lost a good chunk of their shields. Actually, they've lost all their shields and armor. Just this fight has been taking so long that our shields and armor are starting to come back. So right now, I think I have my ship, the Normal Prize, on the front lines. We've currently lost our shields. We are taking armor damage. Once my armor gets down to really low, I'm going to say like maybe 1,000 or 500, I'm going to bring the Normal Prize back, and then we're going to bring Victoria up to start taking damage from the enemy. And in the last episode, Princess Marie led the charge, which I was very, very proud of her. She did a great job taking a lot of the damage, and she did get very, very injured. She's currently on the back line trying to get her shields and armor and getting a little bit repairs done so she can get herself operational and get back on the front lines. And we're also still waiting on Seraphena. She was extremely crippled 2 episodes ago. She's doing a lot better now. Her shields are fully operational. Her armor is a little bit over half. And we're still waiting for her hull to repair enough to no longer be considered crippled. And honestly, at this point, if we defend ourselves long enough and continue killing the enemy and get enough experience, I think by the time we level, she'll no longer be crippled. Because when she levels, she'll gain more hull and more crippled hull, and those two will stack on top of each other, and it should give her enough boost to get her up to the point where she's no longer crippled. And that'll also give Roxanne more fighter squadrons, so she'll be able to win the fighter battle a little bit more. And we'll probably make it to where she gets an additional defender, so she'll have 16 defenders and 16 interceptors. We're going to go heavy into the defensive ships and the fast-moving ships to give us some sort of advantage in the fighter battle, which is probably why we're finally starting to win that. And also that's because in the last episode I decided to take all of our fighters and convert them to bombers, and kind of forgot that when you do that, you lose those fighters, so you have to rebuild them. And in my mod, fighters take a long time to replenish. So you do get a pretty good advantage if you have a full fleet, but if you lose a lot of those fighters, then that advantage kind of goes away, and it's just your ship is very crippled trying to like use whatever resources it has inside it to try to get a fighter together to launch it and defend itself. So yeah, forgot all about that. But right now, our plan is to continue the front line with Celestia, Roxanne, and a Normal Prize, wiping out these ships they keep throwing at us. If they bring too many LRM launchers, I'll bring the ship that's being targeted back so the rest of the fleet can take care of them, bring them back up, and use our fighters to try to continue winning the fighter battle, and continue waiting until Seraphena is fully recovered so that we can get more fighters and bombers to really win the fighter battle and start pushing the enemy back. And then because of these Gauss cannons have such a long range, we're going to stay outside this red area right here so they don't engage us, and use our fighters and bombers to try to wipe out the the fortifications of this planet. And then probably once we take over this planet, these ships are going to have a long rest so they can get fully recovered before they move on to the next planet. Because they definitely deserve it. They've been sieging this planet for 2 episodes, and which would be like an hour of actual siege time because I usually play the combat at 50% speed. So yeah, they'll definitely deserve a long rest after taking over this planet. Anyways, let's get into this.
Awaiting orders.
So TIE defenders are currently working on wiping out the large amount of enemy fighters because they have good survivability.
Orders, sir.
Our TIE interceptors are focusing on trying to kill the enemy bombers. And again, I'm currently the tank, so as long as I have a decent amount of armor, the rest of the enemy ships, or rest of our ships, won't be focused, and they can focus on repairing themselves to get themselves operational. I definitely want Celestia to repair herself because Advent specialize in shields, so they have a lot of shield regeneration compared to the hull and armor regeneration of the rest of the ships. So keeping her up and operational will keep her up on the front lines. Let's see, we have 7 TIE defenders. We have capacity for 12. I think we're building 2 at a time. The TIE defender, or 3 at a time, never mind, because they only have squadrons of 4. The TIE defenders are really good at survivability, but their main weakness is small squadrons and long build times. They take 100 seconds to build a new fighter.
Good day, Commander.
Alright. And we have 2 more Harka heavy cruisers coming in. This one's being escorted by a carrier. That carrier is going to be our primary target as soon as it gets in range, in order to keep the fighter advantage in our control.
Ready for battle.
But we need about 200 more experience points. Once all these guys level up, they'll give us more survivability, more damage, and more importantly, Roxanne will have another fighter squadron she can use to help out in the battle.
Comlink active.
Alright, boys. That carrier is in range, so go ahead and do that.
Our time has come.
Our armor is still holding pretty well. Victoria is getting herself repaired, because once the normal prize starts taking too much damage, she's going to be taking over. Princess Marie is continuing to get repaired, and Seraphena is continuing working on her armor and her crippled hull. Let's continue defending our primary objective of keeping Seraphena alive. Good.
TIE defender standing by. Heading for attack position. Orders, sir. Attack that target.
We have 9 TIE interceptors and 9 TIE defenders. One's about to die. Oh, another one's about to die. A lot of our TIE defenders are really injured. That's not good.
Ready for battle.
Hey, that carrier is now dead. All 3 of you. Focus firepower on the same one. They only have 2 LRMs, that's fine. They built a 3rd one. Good. Once they get about 3 or 4, then we'll bring the normal prize back. Because those missiles are armor piercing, so they're going to do a lot of damage to your normal prize's armor.
Where do you need
And
me?
Princess Marie is continuing to use her inspiring broadcast to keep our
Ready for
weapons shooting quickly.
Comlink
I have the normal
active.
prize set to only use his antimatter to keep the force field up to reduce his damage, or reduce his incoming damage.
Ready for battle.
None shall survive.
Good.
Ready for battle.
They only have 2 bombers left, so interceptors help out with the enemy fighters.
For the Empire. Ready to receive orders.
We're down to 5 defenders. We should be getting another round here shortly. They're about halfway constructed. We've got a new round of interceptors.
Ready for battle. Attack that target.
Princess Marie is looking good. She has a long time until her hull is fully healed, but her armor and her shields are looking good. And Seraphena, yes, almost up to 5,500 on her crippled hull. We're looking good.
Good day, Commander.
Norma Prize's armor is getting really low. I'm gonna push it to 1,000 and I'm gonna bring it back. And bring Victoria up in front. Yeah, because I got 3 LRMs now. They're just building heavy cruisers. This is fine by me.
Ready for command, sir.
That means we can keep the fighters under control.
Ready for orders. Setting up my run.
Alright, let's kill this Harka heavy cruiser and then I'm going to bring the Norma Prize back. Celestia's looking good. She's almost up to 10,000 shields.
Ready for battle.
Alright.
That's more like it.
Your Norma Prize come back.
Reporting in.
Victoria, you
Order
move up.
confirmed.
You're going to be our new tank.
Moving to coordinates.
So I want you up on the front line. And Celestia will help you out once she gets her shields up to a decent amount. I'll probably bring her up to 10,000 and she can start using animosity more.
Awaiting orders.
Let's make sure that you're not actually in range. You're not. Good. And you're still set to hold position, because I do not want our ships to move.
Order confirmed.
Weapons on. The action starts now. Don't be sound.
Awaiting your command.
Tremble before the unity.
Alright. I'm getting excited for Seraphena. Yeah, I think once our level trick's over, she'll be fully operational. So we just need to survive till then.
Comlink active.
You know, Prize, go ahead and activate your Fusillade. That way you can do some damage.
Awaiting your command.
Feel our wrath.
How are we doing on the fighter front?
Awaiting orders.
Good. They're down to 5 fighters
Attack that target. Orders, sir.
and 1 bomber. Alright.
Awaiting orders.
TIE defenders, I might have you start focusing on the enemy carriers.
Heading for attack position.
Try to do some damage before they get more fighters built.
Good day, Commander.
That's probably not necessary. No More Prize's antimatter is very low. Another reason why I probably want to pull them back. So he has some time to recharge his antimatter.
Ready for battle.
Interceptors, no.
Commencing attack run.
Continue fighting the fighters. They built another carrier.
Yes, Commander.
Feel our wrath.
Alright, and yep. Now the enemies are focusing on Victoria. Good. Which means she's no longer going to be healing. But that means the normal prize can sit back here and get himself a little bit healed as well. And we could bring Princess Marie up once her shields gets fully operational, because she'll have some decent survivability. And Seraphena's almost up to 6,000 on her crippled hull. Good, good, good. And we need 112 more experience points to level up. Everything is looking good.
Hey, no deal.
Ready to receive orders.
And our TIE defenders, they're very, very good against fighters, but I have balanced their weapons out to where they're not really useful against capital ships. So we might
Attack that target.
bring them down to continue fighting the enemy fighters.
Reporting in.
Eee, Celestia broke 10,000 shields. Nice. Roxanne's point defense systems is wiping out the missiles. So that's good.
Tremble before the unity.
Victoria's shields have just failed. Our armor's not going to survive that long, but we're going to probably wait until she gets down to 5,000 crippled hull, and then we'll bring her back.
Where do you need me?
Yes, Commander.
How are we doing on the fighter side? 19 enemy fighters left. There's 8 enemy bombers.
Ready for battle.
Interceptors.
Acquiring target.
Focus on the bombers.
Yes, Commander.
We have 10 TIE defenders out there, which is cool.
Tremble before the unity.
Actually, no, all of you guys focus on this one.
Tremble before the unity.
Reporting.
Kill the carrier first.
Our fleet is under attack.
I think I'm going to wait till Celestia gets about 15,000 shields, and I'll have her start taking over the tanking role. Victoria's armor just failed, so now she's being hit by her hull. Here we go.
Tremble before the unity.
Kill that flak frigate, please. That flak frigate is going to be very devastating to our fighters. And then we'll focus on killing the heavy cruiser. There we go.
Tremble before the unity.
Okay, still doing good. How's the backlines doing? Princess Marie is getting healed. Good, she's above 3,000 hull. Her armor is about 1/3 all the way healed. Her shields are almost fully operational. Enormo Prize's shields are now starting to come back online, so he's doing well. And Seraphena's armor is almost completely repaired, and her crippled hull is up to 6,300. She still has a while before she's fully operational. So I have to keep doing what we're doing. Good.
Feel our wrath.
Ready to receive orders.
Alright, TIE defenders, they're low on fighters again, so
Setting up my run.
get back up here and fight the enemy carrier.
TIE interceptor here.
And interceptors,
Commencing attack run.
kill the rest of the enemy fighters. Cool.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, for now, hopefully we can just use the Roxanne's point defense system to wipe out the
Ready for command, sir.
rest of the bombs, maybe? I mean, it'll be fine.
Attack that target.
Ready for orders.
This is gonna take a while.
Awaiting your command.
Cool, cool. Everything is looking good so far. How they do with their fighters? Down to 7. Interceptors are doing a
Ready
good
for
job at
battle.
keeping the fighters under control. We need 44 more experience points for our fleet to level up to 5.
Weapons online.
Roxanne, use your spat cannon and try to do more DPS against these guys. Cool.
Yes, Commander.
Tremble before the unity.
Cool. We're all looking good. I was so proud of Princess Marie in the last episode. She did such a good job tanking. Her primary goal was to help her tank some so that our ships that we had on the back line could get some repairs and get back on the front line. So she did a fantastic job. I love her ship so much. Victoria's down about 12,000 hull. Still looking good. Celestia's almost up to 15,000 shields. And they have 3 long-range missile launchers now. Did they build another carrier? They did.
Ready for orders. I
All
have
right,
the target in sight.
Yeah, we're only down to their armor. Defenders try to take care of those
TIE
fighters.
interceptor here.
Same
for
thing
the
with
Empire.
the interceptors. Keep those fighters under control. Bringing some flak frigates in, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, they have 4 carriers now, so they're going to have quite a bit of fighters that we have to get through.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, Victoria, I'm going to go
Coming
ahead and
around.
pull you back, and that is only to get the attention of these. Celestia is good enough on her shields now. She's almost up to 15,000. And actually, in fact, once we're about to level up, we need 3 more experience points. Once we level up, I'll put Celestia on the front lines.
Ready to receive orders.
Starting to lose a little bit of our TIE defenders. Just because of how many enemy fighters there are.
Awaiting orders. Heading to destination.
Our time has come. None shall survive.
Yes, Commander.
Hey, Celestia, Enormal Prize, and Roxanne have all leveled up to 5. Nice. Now we just need Princess Marie and Seraphena to level up. They're just a little bit behind the other ones. Not too much. And then we'll go through all the level up stuff once they level up.
Awaiting orders.
There we go. Seraphina's leveled up, which means she is now fully operational. Nice. Does that level up give her enough of a hull boost to bring her her ship back online? Fantastic. Now we just have to wait for Princess
The
Marie.
anima are restless.
And then there we go. All right. Let's go through all of the ships real quick, and then we'll start devising our strategy now that Seraphena is back up and operational. So first off, we'll start with me. We now require 2,000 experience points to get to the next level. A normal prize has 11,700 shields, 17,160 armor, and 26,880 hull, and 980 antimatter, which is fantastic. And I think she's under the influence of Princess Marie. Yeah, he is. So the amount of damage he does is a little bit higher than he actually would do, but with his ability activated, I think his Gauss cannons will now do 20 DPS, which is quite interesting. And he also now has 115 armor strength. And for his next ability, we're going to upgrade Fusillade. This means when he activates this, his weapons will have an additional 6% attack speed and additional 20% targeting, making him a little bit more effective against corvettes. And the additional attack speed means that his weapons are going to be quite useful. So let's go ahead and upgrade that. Next one is Celestia. She now has 28,705 shields. She has a ton of shields. 7,960 armor and 14,720 hull. With some of the conversions we've done over the hull, her stats feel a little bit more normalized, I guess is the way to say it. Is that I've designed Advent to have a ton of shields, little armor, and about little to medium hull. Because once their shields fail, that's what they throw all their research and technology into. So it's going to be quite devastating to them. Which is why I'm always watching Celestia's shields and make sure that they don't fail. She now does 16.4 DPS with her heavy beams, 13.1 with the heavy plasma. I believe, yeah, she's also under the influence of Princess Marie, so those are a little bit higher than they're supposed to be. 6.5 with medium plasma and 3.9 with her light lasers. She also now has 96
Unleash our wrath.
armor strength. For her upgrade, I mean, if we could detonate antimatter, it will help against the LRMs. But I feel like for her, maybe upgrading animosity one more time would be really nice. Because this means that we'll be able to do 9% additional damage to the enemy under the influence of animosity, and she'll take 6% less damage while the enemy is under that influence. So that'll help her tanking role a little bit more. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll upgrade that to level 3. And yeah, maybe soon we'll give her antimatter, or detonate antimatter, or donate antimatter, what I usually call it. And now the next one will be Princess Marie,
Where do you need
who
me?
now has 9,675 shields, 6,710 armor, 31,585 hull, and does 9.4 DPS with her medium autocannons, 4.7 with her point defense autocannons with her ability activated, and now has an armor strength of 51. So she broke 50 on that, getting a little bit more and more like a proper battlecruiser. And for her, we're not going to upgrade Inspiring Broadcast again because it's going to start taking a lot of antimatter. So we're going to upgrade her colonizing ability. And all this does is reduces the cooldown from the colonizing ability and reduces antimatter. Think of it as she's able to prepare for the colonization effort a little bit quicker and a little bit more efficient. So it gets cheaper and quicker as the higher this level goes. And now next would be Seraphena.
Your presence is strong.
Seraphena now has 24,025 shields, 5,305 armor, and 13,440 hull. And she does 11 DPS with her medium beams and 3.1 with her point defense lasers with Princess Marie's ability activated. She also now has 49 armor strength. So her armor strength is still improving, but not quite as fast as Princess Marie's. Because again, TEC technology is better with armor, where Advent's main strength is their shields. And I was thinking about maybe getting Anima Tempest for her to help her her ships focus fire on a single target. That could be useful with the sieging that we're doing. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And I will manually control that since this ability, even though it increases the weapon damage of all of her fighters, it causes all of them to focus on one target. So it's useful if you control it and not have the ship itself control it, because it'll just and I also designed this as like a focus fire ability, so it goes for a long time. It has a long cooldown, so you just have to be careful when using it. And for her new ability, I want her to be heavily bomber focused, since we seem to be able to handle the fighters with the TIE fighters from Roxanne, I should say. So I want you to make 24 bombers? Nah, let's focus completely on bombers. So you're going to have 36 bombers under your control. Try to wipe out the enemy. And with the 5% damage improvement, that should really help us siege the enemy in a really good way. And Roxanne now has 11,860 shields, 10,920 armor. She broke 10,000 on armor. Nice. And 18,480 hull. She now also does 5.5 DPS with her 827 turbo laser batteries. I've also found out these are anti-capital ship turbo laser batteries. These are the batteries on the Venator that make it very deadly against other capital ships. So, cool. Does 3 DPS with her medium turbo laser turrets, 2.0 DPS with her point defense turbo laser turrets. This is also under the influence of Princess Marie, so all this DPS is a little bit higher than what it would be if it wasn't activated. And 7.9 with her proton torpedo launcher. Nice. And I think we're going to upgrade her spat laser to do a little bit more DPS. It's going to do 95 compared to 85. Which I think I still need to balance that out. I think I need to make it to where the tick is a little bit higher on the damage rate when you upgrade it. Because I think that's 10.
Ready for battle.
Compared to experimental beam, which I think goes up by 15.
Awaiting
So I might have to make this go up by 20. But again, that's the whole reason why we're testing things. And I already set it up to where now she'll have 4 squadrons of defenders and 2 squadrons of interceptors, giving her 16 TIE defenders and 16 TIE interceptors. So cool! Happy to see that. Now I think we're going to have Seraphena and Celestia be our tanks, because they have the most survivability right now. Seraphena has a very little hull, but she is up and operational, and her shields are at full capacity right now.
The anima are restless.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring her up.
Awaiting orders.
And Victoria, I'm going to bring you back on the back lines with
Heading to
Princess Marie
destination.
and your normal prize.
Weapons online.
And with that upgrade, Roxanne has a lot of shields, a lot of armor, and a lot of hull now. I might have to go through that. I think she might. I think her shields went up a little bit too much. See, where you can compare it to the Victory. I mean, the Victoria hasn't leveled up yet. I feel like I might have done something a little bit weird. Like, I don't think I did my numbers right when I was editing Roxanne, because it feels like her shields went up. No, she's supposed to have more shields than armor. That's right. So never mind. She's a little bit different compared to the others, because her like main hangar area is where most of our armor would be if she was like a battleship. So never mind. I just don't know what I'm talking about. And I think I also forgot that Roxanne hasn't been attacked much, so her shields was getting healed.
Unleash our wrath.
All right.
Reporting.
So now
The anima are restless.
we just have to wait for Seraphena to start building a large group of bombers. We're gonna wait till we get about 18, and then we're gonna come up here and start using our bombers to fight this. Actually, we probably should come up here and fight these to help our fighters.
Reporting.
Yay! I'm happy to have Seraphena back fully operational. And we have we need like 500 more experience points before Victoria levels up to 5. So it's gonna be a while before that happens. But now, yeah, I already said this. It requires 2,000 experience. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore in this game.
TIE defender standing by.
TIE defenders fight the fighters.
Heading for attack position.
Interceptors do the same
battle.
thing. They have 56 fighters because they built a bunch of carriers.
Your presence is strong.
And Seraphena. Yep, you're gonna
Glory to the unity.
lead the
Our
charge a
will
little bit.
shall be done.
This time I'll keep an eye on your shields. When they get too low, we'll pull you out for a different vessel.
Reporting. Reporting in.
Cool. I'm happy to have her back up and operational in the fight.
Your presence is strong. None shall survive.
TIE defender standing by.
Alright, and how are we doing? There's still a lot of fighters.
Your presence is strong.
And now we have the first round of Seraphena's bombers, which I'm going to bring back here until we get more. Woohoo! Seraphena's bombers have 102 hull. Jeez.
Awaiting orders. We've lost the shield generator.
Roxanne's shields have just failed.
Your presence is strong. Our will shall be done.
Ooh, they're bringing 3 of their carriers in.
The anima are restless.
Alright,
Tremble before the
focus on
unity.
the flak frigate until the carriers get in range,
Our
which they are.
vengeance is yours.
There we go.
Cry for mercy.
Reporting in.
And they are in range.
Tremble before the
Focus on
unity.
those. The bombers are not being targeted,
sir.
which is good. Interceptors.
Commencing attack
Keep
run.
focusing on the
Ready
fighters.
to
Same thing with
receive
the TIE
orders.
defenders.
Heading for attack position.
Oh yeah, they won't just stay there. That's right. Oh, it's because I told Seraphena to move up. Never mind.
Our vengeance is yours.
Next round of bombers are almost
Awaiting
ready.
command. Armor down! We're taking direct hits now!
Roxanne's armor has failed.
Tremble before the unity.
And Princess Marie, are you
Reporting
covering
in.
everything with your broadcast? You're not covering Seraphena.
Ahead slow.
I'll move you up a little bit.
A sound plan.
Our vengeance is yours. None shall survive.
Alright, 1 carrier down, 2 to go. We now have 12 bombers. Let's wait for one more group to have 18. And then we'll bring those 18 bombers in to try to wipe out that the last carrier. And then we'll start focusing on the fortifications.
Our time has come.
Let this be a lesson. Next time, pay up.
Ready for orders.
Cool, cool.
Your presence is strong.
As soon as this goes up to 18, we'll send everyone
Your
out.
presence is strong. Feel our wrath.
There we go. And once this one's defeated, they'll be down to 2.
Our vengeance is yours.
It's almost ready.
Our vengeance is yours.
How are we doing back here? Our ships back here aren't really being repaired yet. Roxanne's getting quite weak. But it's also because this ship is focusing on it. In fact,
Unleash our
Celestia,
wrath.
get the attention of that ship, please. There we go. We have 18. Time to wipe out that carrier. Go, our Advent bombers, go!
Our vengeance is yours. Unleash our wrath.
Celestia has 16.2 of her ability up.
How can I be of service?
Let's see what it goes up to once Inspiring Broadcast gets on. For her heavy beams. Roxanne's at 7.3 without the broadcast on. And 17.6 is what Celestia is now.
You may
Nice.
speak.
Ooh, one round that took his armor, shields, and most of his hull out. God, I love how powerful bombers are. Alright, and now we need to kill the last one.
Orders, sir. Acquiring target.
TIE Defender standing by. I have the target in sight.
Cool. Now we could finally start making progress. Thanks to Seraphena. This was a really cool battle. This literally feels like a homeworld mission to me. Where we jumped in and we were trying to take this over. We took a lot of damage. We had to regroup, make a defensive formation as we're waiting for one of our most important ships in the battle to come up and operational. And now that it is operational, we're able to do the damage we need to win the battle. It kind of reminds me of the I want to say the Dreadnought mission in Homeworld 2, where the Dreadnought is crippled and you're trying to protect it from the Vager. All right, and they have no more fighters. So now we need to focus on killing the heavy factories, so they stop building fighters and heavy cruisers.
Your presence is strong. None shall survive. You may speak.
And Celestia continue taking the attention off of Seraphena. Cool. So many bombers. Oh, so many Jeez. Turbo lasers. Or not turbo lasers, proton torpedoes. Okay, got the armor down to about half. This heavy factory does have a lot of armor, so it's going to take a bit. We have 24 bombers wiping these guys out. They did end up building another one of these, so let's wipe it out quickly.
Ready for command, sir. Commencing attack run.
And TIE fighters, or TIE interceptors and TIE defenders come up here to defend our bombers.
Our vengeance is yours.
Awaiting orders.
The anima are restless.
Cool. Princess Marie is still looking good. The normal prize is getting repaired. Victoria's shields are coming back online. Cool. Everything is looking good. We're wiping out this carrier very quickly. They have lost one bomber. It's good. We just built 6 more, so now we have 29. Boing. Down the hole. And it's going to take a while before this actually starts repairing, because again, it takes 3 minutes for them to realize that combat isn't happening before they start repairing. Down to 320. Come on. Actually, you're basically in range of those. Boys, come back here.
Your presence is strong.
When this ship gets
The
in
anima are
range,
restless.
there you go,
Cry for
Seraphena.
mercy.
Take care of it.
Awaiting command.
Nope, they built another one.
Orders, sir. For the Empire.
Ready to receive orders. I have the target in sight.
All TIE defenders and TIE interceptors focus on protecting our bombers. I'm gonna have our bombers focus on killing the heavy factories, because if we kill these, it'll reduce the amount of how quickly they can pump these out. In the meantime, Seraphena is still looking good. She has 17,000 shields. You seem to still be focusing on Roxanne. Heavy Factories has lost its armor, so now we're going through the hull.
Orders, sir.
Roxanne is getting his shields back up online. That's good.
Unleash our wrath.
Celestia, you can move up.
The unity's will be done. Our voices speak as one.
Where do you need me?
And Princess Marie, you can move up as well. Use your point defense weapons to help stop these missiles from coming in. I'm doing pretty good too. Victoria is the only one I'm a little bit worried about. How are we doing? Down the 5,800 hull. We now have 34 bombers.
Ready for battle.
They have 2 carriers up and operational. One is kind of moving in.
Our vengeance is yours. Your presence is strong.
As soon as he gets in range, there we go.
Victory is at hand.
Seraphena, focus on that.
Brace for combat.
Princess Marie, focus on
Our
that.
time has come.
Celestia,
None
focus
shall
on it.
survive.
Awaiting orders.
The anima are restless.
Oh, how close are we? Never mind. Just stay there.
Glory to the unity.
Princess Marie, I want you to move back a little bit.
Ahead slow.
We almost got the first heavy factory killed. Let's see, we can have 2 more TIE defenders and 4 more TIE interceptors. Come on, so close, down to 2,400 hull. Come on, the bomber runs. So many beams.
The action starts now. Don't be sound.
You may speak. None shall survive.
Cool. They brought both their carriers in to escort their cruiser for some reason. The first heavy factory is almost killed. And so close, it's got 78 hull left. And it is dead. Fantastic. All 35 bombers, focus on the next one. We're officially making progress on this defensive fortress, which makes me happy. They have a lot of LRM missiles, but we have Princess Marie, Roxanne, and Seraphena up here all have point defense weapons on them. So if they're getting through, not too frequently. So that's fine by me.
Ready for battle.
Oh, they already automatically started building the next one. Bombers, I want you focusing heavily on killing this then. Don't let them get the next one built.
Down.
There we go. Now focus on killing the one that they started building, so they don't actually start getting it built. This is going to be the bombers' thing. Once we actually kill all the fortresses, or kill all the heavy factories. There we go. Kill the little builder.
No deal.
Good. Alright, focus on the next one. The little small light factories I'm not too worried about. I definitely want to get rid of these heavy factories.
You may speak.
Alright, Celestia, get the attention of that. Did you get a little bit of pressure off of Seraphena? Ooh, Princess Marie's shields are fully operational. Her hull is up to 10,000. Nice. Your normal prize, you're looking a lot better. Victoria, you're definitely the most crippled out of all of you right now. Everyone's done a pretty darn good job with the siege. Up to 36. How many bombers can we have? Ah, we're at max 36. Good. And who is going to lead? We'll probably have Celestia lead the main assault against the missile batteries. We're going to weaken them a little bit though with our bombers before we move in. And I'm thinking I might have this episode... Oh. Might have this episode go a little bit long. Sorry about the small distraction. Didn't realize Princess Maria was sending me some messages. I honestly cannot wait until we are no longer long distance. It's gonna be so nice. So never mind. I might be ending this episode at its normal time. Because I might be chit-chatting with her here in a bit. That is all a-okay by me. So I say, let's go ahead and wipe out these two heavy factories, and then in the next episode we will wipe all this stuff out and try to clear the rest of this planet off. We got tons of experience. Honestly...
Ready for command, sir.
Okay, cool. My interceptors and my defenders are doing what I wanted them to do. They're trying to wipe out the LRMs. Cool. I'm really happy we figured out a way to beat this. I was definitely worried at the end of the first episode of this siege. Nope. Let's get this one killed quickly. Good. I'll wipe out that builder. There we go. Wipe out the facility he was constructing. It's got 1,000 hull left. Alright. Now, wipe out the last heavy factory, and we won't have to worry about enemy fighters ever again. At least not on this planet. And how are we doing experience-wise? We're 390 experience through the next level. And Victoria needs about 1,030, or not 1,000, 130 till she gets to the next level. Armor's almost down on the heavy facility. Our TIE fighters and TIE defenders are wiping these out, while our other ships of point defense systems are wiping out the enemy missiles. Which is cool. Princess Marie is fully operational except for her hull. That's cool. Armor down on the last heavy factory. This might be the thumbnail for this episode. Actually, this over here will probably look a little bit better. We'll figure it out. I like how they're trying to bring shurikens in. Try to fight Seraphena. Oh, they did end up getting one carrier built. Their very last fighter carrier.
Orders, sir. Attack that target.
Ready to receive orders.
And bring all of our interceptors and defenders to fight those off before our bombers actually get rid of it. Oop. They're attempting to build a new one. Please kill that construction frigate. It's almost dead. There it goes. Wipe out the construction progress so they lose their resources from trying to build it. Yeah, and Celestia's shields are fully operational. So yeah, she's going to lead the charge of all of our ships to try to wipe out the rest of these defenses. We're going to keep our bombers up here to help us as well. But Celestia's going to get their attention. Alright, time to kill the last heavy factory. And then once this is destroyed, we'll end this episode here. In the next episode, hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. It should just be a cleanup from fighting this facility. But this was fun. I enjoyed this fight against the NPCs, and I'm looking forward to balancing them out a little bit. And making them harder when we start working on the other maps. I was not expecting this to be like a 3-4 episode siege. I was not expecting that at all. Ooh, the last heavy cruiser. We managed to get one more built before we wipe them out. And all of our TIE interceptors and TIE defenders have already wiped out all their fighters. That's cool. Alright, that heavy factory is destroyed. And with that being said, I'm going to have the bombers focus on the carrier, but we will continue that in the next episode. So yeah, 3 episodes into the siege, we're starting to finally turn the tide. We're assaulting their production facilities so they no longer can build their heavy cruisers and transport ships. Seraphena is fully operational. I mean, her shields are almost down now because she's been tanking most of these missiles coming in from the LRMs. But soon we will let Celestia move into the charge and start getting the attention of all of these defensive platforms so the rest of the fleet can move in behind and we can wipe out this area. Then after that, we need to wipe out some of the small defenses around the whole planet and then start bombing the planet and take it over as our own. And we'll finally have control of the exotic market so we can sell our one adver. Or Adavir. But more importantly, we learned how to the siege against these type of planets, so the upcoming NPC fights are going to get really, really cool and really interesting. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Baker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.